All right, hello everyone. Hope you're having a good day. Before I get into this, let me apologize for this glare behind me. This is the only time I really have available to make the video, so I do apologize for that. I actually wondered if I should even include my ugly mug in the video, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So just forgive the glare behind me. All right, this is Redcore. I made a little video a few days ago saying that this video was upcoming and that you could make Redcore your own despite the fact that it only comes as a KDE Plasma ISO. Now, I have a little history with Redcore. Before I get into that, I want to thank my good friend Adarsh. He actually brought Redcore back to my mind. He was trying it out and I thought, man, I loved that distro when I was using it, and I used it for quite a while. I'm not sure how long, maybe I'm going to say a year and a half or 2 years I used it until, things changed and I started getting involved in other projects, and I kind of had to make room on my hard drive, and I had to sacrifice Redcore. But it was nothing against Redcore. I loved Redcore. Like I said, I have a little bit of history about it. I used to have a different YouTube channel several years ago, and I used the name Linux Lifer. That was my YouTube channel's name, and I made several videos about Redcore back then, and I approached the videos as someone new to Gentoo, or didn't really know much about Gentoo whatsoever, and of course Redcore is based on Gentoo. And I would make those videos kind of silly, like when I would upgrade the system, I would video the upgrade and I would act like I was scared and of what was going to happen. Or if I removed a package, I acted like I was scared. And I would always I think I would always end the video with a text box saying, "I'm red to the core." And I actually joined, the Redcore has a Facebook group. I actually joined that Facebook group. I actually joined Facebook to be part of the Facebook group. And great group, great bunch of users there, real helpful. And I kind of got to know the developer. He's a great guy, down to earth, really great guy. And one day, I don't remember what the situation was, I just said, "I'm red to the core." And the developer said, "Oh, you're that guy that makes the funny videos." So I confessed it was me. And we kind of got to know each other. I mean, we not on a personal level or anything like that. We had a few conversations, and really just a great guy. And he had one guy helping him. I don't remember his name on the Facebook group. Something to do with a wolf, I think. Or maybe his, the icon he used was a wolf. I can't remember. And one day I said something about I broke my system. I don't remember what I did. And another user said, "Why did you break your system?" And I came back later, I didn't see the response. And the guy that was helping the lead developer said, "Because he could." Oh, those are some fun times. Redcore, I love Redcore. It's a great system. Back then they were doing LXQT, and I was using the LXQT system. And just loved it, fell in love with it. If you want a taste of Gentoo, this is a good stepping stone for you. Now what I have done, that's enough of my reminiscing. I don't know if the developer of Redcore will even see this, but if you do, thank you so much for providing Redcore. It's fantastic. It's a good stepping stone into Gentoo. Now I am no Gentoo guru, but Redcore does make it really easy to give you a taste of what Gentoo is. And it also, I don't know if it's still the same way. I did look over the wiki. At one time there was a way that you could actually turn Redcore into just a full Gentoo system if you wanted to do that. Or you could run it in a hybrid state, like part Redcore and part Gentoo. I'm not sure what they called it. I don't know if you can still do that. But you can go outside of the Redcore repos and install things. And I'll go over that real quick. Let me pull up. Now this is Openbox. Booting up on my machine. Now I have not removed any of the KDE Plasma stuff yet. I was wanting to try to do that before I made this video, but I just haven't had time. So booting up on this machine, KDE Plasma boots up at around, I can't remember exactly, I'm going to say 450 megabytes of RAM. This is Openbox, and it boots up at around 220 megabytes of RAM. So, you know, it's something you might consider. You don't have to stick with just the Plasma edition. You can build your own system and use what you want. And that's exactly what I did. Now, the Redcore repositories, they did have Openbox and they did have Tent2. What else did they have? I can't remember offhand. I'm sorry. Ob Menu Generator. They had Ob Menu Generator. Now, I've actually stopped using Ob Menu Generator, and I'll go into that in a minute. I've gone back to using just a classic Openbox menu. Let me open it up. And there it is right there. And I'm using pmenu to provide my applications menu. And let's see. Whoops. That's also what I'm using down here on the Tent2 panel for an applications menu, is the P menu. These are the awesome fonts I'm using for my launchers down here. Now, a volume icon, that's not in the repositories. I had to install that. I'll show how things are installed outside of the repositories in a moment. Redcore does have the Sisyphus GUI. Let me see if I can find it here. Here it is right here. And the Sisyphus GUI, if you just want to stick with Redcore like it is, you're not concerned about installing any packages that may not be in their repos, you can do everything right here from the Sisyphus GUI. I hope I'm saying Sisyphus right. I'm probably not. But you can update your system, install packages, remove packages, etc. through this GUI right here. And basically, the one issue that I don't like about it is unless I'm doing something wrong, you can only install one package at a time. But down here are the buttons. I think this is to install a package. Yeah, install package, uninstall, upgrade the system, remove orphan packages, and exit. You can search for different types of packages here, like installed, available, all, whatever. And here you can search by the name, category, or description. And here you can change your mirror. I've actually changed my mirror. I was on this Math Princeton because that's in the US. But I think the regular Redcore for me, for some reason, seems a little faster. So I have switched over to that. But I just wanted to show that to you. You can search for a package. What's something I can search for? I'll just put Openbox. And there it is. You can see it's already installed. If it's not installed, this won't be filled in right here. But that's the Sisyphus GUI. Now it will only handle the binary packages from the Redcore repo. Now I had to install volume icon. I've installed a lot of things to make it functional as an Openbox system. But what you can do, let's open up our terminal here. Alright, let me increase the fonts so you can see it a little better. There we go. Now if you don't know what you're doing, Sisyphus is the package manager used by Redcore. Just enter Sisyphus and it gives you these options. So what you want to do, and I'm going to go ahead and install a package I've been wanting to install, but I've been holding off for this video. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. It might be a while. So you have these commands that go along with Sisyphus: auto remove, branch, install, mirror, rescue, search, SPM sync, which that syncs the package database with portage, uninstall, sysinfo, uninstall, update, and upgrade. Alright, so let's search for a package with Sisyphus. We do this as root. And by the way, sudo is not enabled out of the box, so just use su, S-U. Alright, Sisyphus search leaf pad. Oh, I forgot to sync. Uh-oh, never mind. I'm going to have to come back to this. Always sync at least once during the session. You don't have to sync it. I don't guess you have to sync it every single time before you might want to install something, but you do want to sync before each session. Now I only have 2 cores, 2 CPU, and my internet is not very fast. Okay, there's it is available, leaf pad. Let me go ahead and sync real quick because I want to make sure this works right. SMP sync, I think is what it, oh, SPM sync, sorry. Now I don't remember what I was saying. I'm a great YouTuber. Yes. LeafPad is my favorite text editor. I like things simple. Alright, it has synced. Alright. Sisyphus. Install LeafPad. Now this isn't going to work, and I'll show you why, because I want you to see what you need to do to get something from Portage. Come on, Sisyphus, you can do it. At one time, when I used it before, whenever something like this was going on, it would spell out a little message across the screen or across the terminal when it was like searching or whatever. I've noticed it only does that now if you use emerge. But some of the little messages it spells out are pretty funny. I think I made a video on that a few years ago too. I don't remember what that package is called that does that, but if you pay attention as the cursor is going back and forth, it spells out a little message. That's always fun. I might run an emerge command in a minute just so we can see it. Oh, I remember what I was saying. I only have 2 CPUs and my internet is really slow. So don't let what's going on here be an indicator for what might be happening for you. Because, let's see, when I installed this, Darsh, if you're watching this, you can correct me. I think it took, I think it took 9 hours, if I remember right. I think it took 9 hours to update the system. But again, that's because this is such a low-powered laptop and my internet speed is not very good at all. I tried to install PCman FM, and it required 2 packages, and one of them was libfm. That installed fine. The other one was GTK, and of course Redcore is Qt. GTK required, I believe, 22 packages, and the first of the 22 packages, it took 7 hours and 20 minutes. I timed it because I tried it the night before and I ran out of time. I didn't have time to let it finish. The first package took 7 hours and 20 minutes. And then the next packages, they were just flying through. And then it got to the 17th package. I don't remember which one it was, and it failed. I got an error. And I thought, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just install PCman Qt and be done with it. So that's what I did. And PCman Qt installed, real quick. Oh dear. Oh no. It didn't install. So here's what we have to do. We have to prepend it or append it with ebuild. Okay? So let's get that. Add --ebuild. And now it should install. So I haven't had a perfect experience. I gave up trying to install PCman FM. Seemed like there was one other package I tried. Oh, I remember what. It's not that I tried to install it. I couldn't find it, and I didn't want to have to use emerge to try to get it. It was Dead Beef. I have fallen in love with the Dead Beef music player, and it's not available. Even with ebuild, I couldn't. It just doesn't show up. Come on, Sisyphus, you can do it. Here, let me move this over. I'll cover my ugly face. And like I said, Ob Menu Generator is in the repos and it does work. That was another. There's a package needed to show icons in Ob Menu Generator, and it's called, depending on what distro you're using, it's called Perl GTK or GTK2 Perl, something like that. And I couldn't find it, so I stopped using Ob Menu Generator simply for the fact that I didn't have icons in the menu. And I'm shallow that way. I like icons in my menu. But let me just show you that it does actually work. Now, I've already made a backup of this. I hope this works with dmenu. Menu-generator-p. Now, if you wanted icons, you would add -i. But I already know it's not going to work, so I'm going to remove that and just do the P. Let's see if that worked. and there's Ob Menu Generator. So it does work. Just can't get icons in it yet. I haven't been able to find the package to get the icons. Okay, man, this is taking a long time. This is taking longer than it even normally takes me. There we go. Y for yes. And let's just see how long this takes to build leaf pad. Come on. Let's see. I had to install nitrogen. I'm sorry, I'm looking for things to talk about now, which I'm not good at. I installed nitrogen with eBuild, I believe. I don't think it was already in the repos. Oh gosh, I've been LX appearance and LX appearance obconf, so that you can change themes and window title bars. D menu. I installed. That may have been in the repos. I'm not sure. What else? Can't remember offhand. But some of the basics you would want for an Openbox system are available through that eBuild command. Now, one thing, I have had one issue, is Shotcut is in the repos. So I installed Shotcut, and for some reason, when I try to render a video with it, it just stops at 5%. It'll run real quick to 5% and it just stays there. So I don't know if that's a problem with the build or what, but what I've done is what I was doing in my earlier BSD videos. I'm just taking what I record here and rendering it on another Linux distro. I haven't tried any other video editors. It does come with, let's see, what's it called? Vid Cutter, I think. Yeah, Vid Cutter. But I think that's pretty basic. I kind of looked at it. Looks like basically all you can do is cut out portions of videos, but I'm not sure. Maybe if you're more familiar with Vid Cutter, you'll know more about it than I do. Alright, while this is finishing, take a look at the time. It is 18:34. That's 6:34 to us in America. I'm going to pause the video while this goes on because I've actually got to check on something, and I will be right back. Alright, I think it's almost finished. I was able to get everything taken care of that I had to stop for. Hopefully it's almost finished. After this finishes, I'll try running an emerge command so that we can see see if we can figure out the little message that's going by. Yeah, it's almost finished. So it's now 18:37. I think it was 18:34 when I paused the video. So you can see my system isn't really very good for running a source-based distro. But I still want to do it. Playing around with Redcore has gotten me really interested in possibly doing an actual Gentoo install. I don't know how I'd ever have time though, just to get the system installed, or Fun2. Now I am running one source-based distro, and you've probably heard me mention it before, Venom Linux. And Venom Linux is source-based, but it's really quick to install. You can install it in like 10 minutes. but then you have to update it, which takes a while for me. And I actually fall behind on updating it because of my system. So it's kind of a struggle just running Venom. But Venom's a great system. I love it. Come on now. This is taking a lot longer than it normally does. When I saw the size of LeafPad, I thought, well, this will go pretty quick. But unfortunately, I've been proven wrong. And again, I want to say, don't let this reflect on Redcore, because it's not Redcore. It's my computer and my internet speed. It's almost finished. All right. Yay, it finished. Now let's see if it's in my menu. Should be in accessories. There it is. See if it works. There it is. Yay! My favorite text editor. Thanks, Redcore. Okay, let me increase the size a little more so that hopefully we can see this better. Let's see. I'm just going to go full screen. And hopefully you'll be able to see that. Let's see. This is just for fun now. I'm not really trying to install anything. Emerge -AV X11 Window Manager. And I want to install the Window Manager Tiddlywinks. Come on, Emerge, you can do it. Alright, get ready. It should start showing the little message here in a moment. Here we go. It'll slowly get faster and faster so that you can read the whole message. Real users are real programmers? Is that real users are I think that's what it's saying. Real users are real programmers. Oh, I love it. The one I saw yesterday was when, I think it said, when all else fails, read the instructions. Okay. It didn't have the Window Manager Tiddlywinks, so it's suggesting Qtile, Notion. I've never heard of Notion or Lumina. Oh, okay, that's it, guys. You can have your own, you can install basically any desktop environment window manager you want and use that instead of KDE Plasma if you don't want to use KDE Plasma. That's it. I'm sorry for being so silly. To the Redcore developer, if you're watching this, I apologize. I hope it didn't reflect badly on Redcore, because I love Redcore. It's a great, fantastic system. And hey, I am still red to the core. Oh yeah. Thanks, guys. You guys have a great weekend coming up.